Alright, so I'm just a stupid dog. And I heard the man bitching about something. He was out there in the corridor, just, off the big parlor room, the big corridor that connects the kitchens to the outside world. It's this big giant hallway they built where back in the old days when all the old merchants could bring all their wooden crates filled with cabbages and all the things they had to give, they would get pheasants. They would get port, the very best port. Even though the man's dad had like a ginormous wine cellar, bourbon casks. He had a dungeon full of booze, beer, liquor, wine. Anyways, he was sitting out there on that phone. It's like a Dutch Renaissance round table with an old school phone like from Walton's Mountain. Like you hold the one wire that has an earpiece connected to the phone by a wire. You hold up to your ear and you're talking to the other piece. You saw Fred Flintstone. You saw other people talking on it in the old days. Anyways, the man was talking on it and he was bitching. He was complaining because a lot of the foods that he orders, and he gets a lot of Alaskan king crab flown in. He said, this is snow crab. This ain't Alaskan king crab. This is snow crab. Then he gets some foie gras. He gets foie gras flown in. Turns out it's liverwurst. He's paying foie gras prices. He's getting liverwurst. He's paying Alaskan king crab prices. He's getting snow crabs. He says it's just the same. They denigrate us. They take advantage of us here in western Kentucky. I'm sure it's the same way all through all of Kentucky, southeast Kentucky. Kentucky gets the bullshit. Kentucky gets the after thing, the aftermarket quality bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Kentucky gets aftermarket. They ship in here like this, like we don't matter. That's like we only get the Dollar General-esque quality. He said, I went over to Walmart's the other day and I got myself lesser evil popcorn, cheddar flavor. It was 25% kernels. I broke two of my teeth. I was eating nothing but a bunch of unpopped kernels. If you go up there to Manhattan and they buy lesser evil white cheddar popcorn, they're not going to be munching up that many kernels. You could bust this out and feed it to the birds. Maybe the squirrels or the birds would like all these unpopped popcorn kernels. Same thing with the Oreos. I pay for the Oreos double stuffed. I'm lucky to get as much as, single stuffed. They don't give you as much cream as a single stuffed when you're paying for double stuffed Oreo cookies. I'm like, I pay for the double stuff. And here, look here. I pop open the Oreo. I'm like, there's not even a singles amount of cream in that Oreo. It's supposed to be double stuffed. You pay for a whole salted cashews. Believe me, it's like $15 for a little can of, whole salted cashews. You're really happy. You drink a couple of beers, you're getting ready. You're like, hey, man, I want some Spanish peanuts and I want a few whole salted, beautiful, meaty cashews. You open it up and it's lightly salted halves and pieces. I go over to my local food city. I pay $15.99 for a little can of whole salted cashews. I pop it open, I pull back that little tinfoil top, and what do I behold? Halves and pieces lightly salted. It's a ruse. They're taking advantage, you know what I'm saying? It's just the same thing. You go over there, you go out to the very best department stores like Dow Wiggers, and you want to pay for your Nike sneakers and your Levi jeans, and the only thing you get them home in they're irregulars. The swoop on my Nikes was opposite. It looked like you put them together on the shelf. They looked like they were flapping wings. My Nikes, one was backwards, one was the right way. It's irregular. I paid top dollar. My Levi's jeans is supposed to be button fly. I don't even want to get into what happened there. It's like they had a fiddler crap down there. Just, it's like a brown recluse was part of the whole button fly situation. You don't want to pay button fly. You got no button fly, you got no fly, and you're digging around in there and you find a tick, a deer tick or something. It's disgusting. This is the kind of crap they do to us in Kentucky. They give us all the worst of the worst. They think we don't matter. They think they don't have enough customers down here. They think they can ship us the crap and we're going to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the same thing on our Macs and our Showtime. It's glitchy. Our Prime is glitchy. Amazon Prime, it's glitchy. I tried to pay for a Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul pay-per-view, and I got a Desi Arnaz versus the ghost of Jake the Snake. I tried to get a Nate Diaz versus Jake Paul boxing match. I paid all my money, and when it came out, it was Desi Arnaz beating on a bongo drum, and Jake the Snake was in the background with a cobra constrictor wrapped around his neck. I mean, this is not what I paid for. Our clean peaches and light syrup. We get anchovies and chocolate milk. I paid for clean peaches and light syrup. It was supposed to be in a glass jar. Turned out they've made a fake thing. It was like like what do like where you paste something over top of your car. These people that have their businesses and they paste over their advertisement on top of their car. It pasted over looking like clean peaches and light syrup. And then when I opened it up, it was anchovies floating around in chocolate milk. I mean, you want to help me out with this bull crap? Our Miller Lite is supposed to be 4.2 alcohol content. It's like near beer. It's like 2.6. Our charcoal, our charcoal, you can't even catch it on fire. You use 10 things of lighter fluid. We get the worst to the worst to the worst. I don't know why. We get like the Dollar General quality whole big crapola. Southeast Kentucky, regular Kentucky, Western Kentucky, Kentucky by and large. We got 9 million people, so they treat us like we're a bunch of no counts, like we don't matter. They ship us all their worst of the worst, their day-old bread. We're the state of day-old bread. We demand better. We pay our money. Our dollars spend the same way the Manhattanites' dollars spend. The Los Angeles, their dollars, they spend the same way our dollars spend. So I don't know why we put up with this. Now, let me ask, stupid dog. I heard the man bitching and crying about all this stuff, and I realized, you know what? My kibble, sometimes I look at my kibble and it looks like there's maggots crawling around in my kibble. I look at my flea collar gives me gangrene. Whatever it is, in Kentucky, they ship us the worst of the worst. The business is like, oh, that batch didn't come out right, boss. What are we going to do? Do not ship it to the blue states. Ship it over there to Kentucky. Them people will pay for anything. They don't even know any difference. Ship it to the people in Kentucky. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, we're not the dumping ground. I mean, stupid dog, let me tell you something. We are not the dumping ground. Whatever. It's okay.